Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dropkicks. I'm the mysterious, disembodied voice of wrestling, taking you back now to June Ilford Mania, a match between the American Marauder and the Party Animal Kevin Hanley. At my side, the fabulous Lucas Jackson.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We're looking back at Ilford, of course, as here comes the American Marauder himself. He's about to make his entrance out here at Ilford back in June.
Showing the true international flavour of Dropkicks.
Well, we do have wrestlers from all over the world, of course. We've got the Tiger Kid representing Mexico. And here we have Mr. Springsteen himself. Pardon the pun. The American Marauder here. Always gets a reaction from the fans. Not exactly a positive one, but a reaction nonetheless.
Well, yes, he doesn't get on well with the fans, but perhaps he deserves that a little bit. Doesn't exactly work to endear himself.
But he does work nonetheless. I mean, I've been in the ring with the American Marauder myself, and he's one tough SOB, basically. That's what I'd say about him. You know, he hits hard, and, you know, unfortunately, his opponent tonight, Kevin Hanley, will have his work cut out for him. This is a very, very experienced, tenured competitor, who's all over the world, has won championships, believe it or not, over in the United States. But hasn't had too much luck on this side of the shores.
Not yet. But a lot of power.
Of course. The referee for this contest, by the way, is Mad Dog Kevin Richmond.
Yeah, Kev's been around since the World of Sport days and tends to referee in that style.
And here we are. It's the Party Animal himself. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Kevin Hanley. Always very popular with the crowds here at Ilford especially. This year, I believe, could be his year. You know, he's been in the ring with quite a number of different people, and this year could be his year.
And I think the secret is he has found his party. He's in a party animal. Up till this point, not so much luck, but since he's got that disco down inside him, something has happened to this boy.
Yes, of course. I mean, it just goes to show he's really going to taking something and he's running with it, and it really is quite working.
And a huge reaction from the crowd. They like this guy. And not so much the American Marauder.
Well, it is a bit of a mismatch, but only a little bit, I'd say. And the referee, of course, checking the boots, checking the fingernails, because, believe it or not, back in the days of World of Sport, back in the days of the 60s and the 70s when wrestling first started, people would hide stuff within their boots. They would purposefully not cut their fingernails so they could cause more damage to their opponents. And so the referee now checks that at the beginning of every single match to ensure that the competitors are ready to compete. And if he's not satisfied, believe it or not, he has been known to send people back to the locker room to get themselves fixed up. But he's happy now that the match can begin.
Part of the British wrestling tradition, and that tradition, part of what brings American wrestlers over to this coast.
Well, yes, of course. I mean, the American Marauder has wrestled all over the United States. He's had different kinds of matches and a mixed success over there. But over here he comes because he knows there's that respect, the discipline. But unfortunately, the American Marauder is that discipline and the respect that he seems to like to break. As we are going to start this one. The loud, booming voice there of the Marauder.
Not a chant that's exactly going to get a British crowd going.
This really winds the crowd up, and I can see why. Obviously, Kevin Hanley, British born, British bred. Tough lock up there, collar and elbow there. Oh, and taking him down with that nice arm drag. Really shows experience there of the American Marauder.
Going for a very solid move, despite a huge power advantage over Kevin Hanley. He's got the power there to just push him down. But
it's not just the power he's got, though. He's got the finesse.
But,
and
that's what he's using.
Yeah, of course. Take Kevin Hanley down the second time there.
He could so easily rely on power, and he's not. He's using those skills, which just makes him an even more dangerous wrestler.
Yes, of course. I mean, Kevin Hanley, you won't probably want to look up with him a third time, I wouldn't have thought, but They're trying to get the crowd behind him. I think he might need that. So they're going to look up for the third time now. And a big body slam there. With ease, it seems. So there's that strength and that finesse. Both working in harnessing.
Kevin Hanley making sure he gets back up quickly.
Big arm drag there.
And that surprise.
Hip toss.
And that surprise of Kevin Hanley being up there quickly to his advantage. And he's just slammed the Marauder.
What a feat that is. What a feat that is. I mean, the Marauder's, he's not a light guy by any means. He's a heavyweight wrestler. And I think he's trying to take out on the furniture at Ilford, but of course, besides, that's probably not the best wise thing to do.
And what you've got to remember is that when guys are all muscle like the Marauder, that makes them even heavier. Muscle so much denser than fat. So when you see these guys being picked up, that's a huge weight.
Well, of course. I mean, Kevin Hanley, I think people underestimate him because of his age, because of his lack of experience. But I really, really, truly believe that he's stronger and bigger than people make it out to be. And the crowd seem to love him here at Ilford, I must admit.
And now he's got that spirit inside of him. He's really starting to prove himself.
Marauder, I mean, he does have that 10 count to get back into the ring, which the referee doesn't seem to want to...
Well, the referee seems a bit distracted at the moment.
But I think we're going to see a dance lesson here by Kevin Hanley.
What the hell? I came for a wrestling match.
And there we are. The referee is dancing and the crowd absolutely love it. But now back to business. As the Marauder's back in the ring. I don't think he quite appreciated that.
I'm going to show you what I mean.
And you've got to ask yourself, does this work as mind games for Kevin Hanley? Is he stoking up the Marauder there?
I believe so. I believe so. I think Kevin Hanley is one of those guys who likes to have fun in the ring, and he likes to kind of use that to his advantage against his opponents. And you know, he is at a disadvantage here. He's going to get some more experience, some more game, more on form. And the Marauder even got with that manoeuvre there. Gets taken down there.
The Marauder caught up in the disco, and it's working there. Boom!
Oh, right there. Yes, he's keeping hold of that wrist. I mean, that shows that he has been watching. We're saying a lot of tapes of old dropkick matches that you've got to, and the old British style. You have got to keep hold of that wrist. When you've got something, keep hold of it. And he utilised that there, Kevin Hanley.
But still finding a way to bring his whole weight down on top of it.
Which, of course, I do think that was a bad move there, letting the Marauder have a bit of space. But we see now how they go to link fingers once again. And see there, that dirty tactic there, now the Marauder back on top.
That was totally uncalled for.
But that's the thing, Marauder's experience, he knows the minute you take your eye off your opponent, that's when the match becomes in the other person's favour.
Marauder there using the full weight of himself and the ropes on Hanley's neck.
There we are there, the referee needs to try to get the Marauder off. He's got to a 5 count, he just breaks it there, I believe it's the count of 3.
But that's all the Marauder's weight across that thin line off the ropes.
Well, not just that, it's that pressure against the throat of Kevin Hanley, which of course chokeholds are banned in wrestling, in professional wrestling anyway, but it's quite nasty when you have that. Basically the weight of the Marauder against your neck.
And very dangerous as well.
And now, I mean, the Marauder's taking a slow, methodical approach to this beatdown now of Kevin Hanley. I think that rake to the eyes before, and now, of course, the extra added pressure of the ropes and the neck, you know, that's really not going to help. Headbutt there to the sternum, right in the breadbasket.
Slowing it down, keeping control. This is all to the Marauder's advantage.
Whereas, of course, you know he's bigger and stronger than Kevin Hanley. Even though Kevin Hanley did have that flash, but he did body slam the Marauder in the early going of this matchup. Kevin Hanley getting a bit of advantage there. Bit of a slap to the back. And here, what are we going to have? We're going to have... I mean, yes, we've got a pin. We've got a pin. But straight away, the Marauder kicks out.
Kind of sideways sunset flip there. And Marauder back to those boots to the back.
I think what it was, I mean, he did just get headbutted to the sternum. And what that does, it takes your balance a little bit. So I believe that Kevin Hanley didn't have the full control and the full ability there to be able to get that leap that he needed, which ultimately could have cost him that match, to be fair.
But he managed to still keep that grip on and pull him over.
I mean, I've heard many stories about the Marauder, what he's done to opponents over, both in the USA and over here, and he's one mean mean competitor. And
Very vicious, and all that power to go with it.
of course, and he likes his slow, methodical beatdowns.
And Hanley out and into the turnbuckle again.
Oh, but I mean, we took a bit too much time there. And we're going to what a clothesline there! What a collision!
And another one.
3 clotheslines now, in sync it seems. Kevin Hanley trying to get this comeback.
Showing some real power there as well.
Indeed, he planted him right down on the boy. This could be it here. Oh, and it just rolled the shoulder up at 2.
That was brilliantly executed, straight on the noggin.
He's going high risk now. I don't know whether this will work to his advantage here. But let's see. The beam's in his way.
The American Marauder catching him though.
Oh, what's he going for? What's he going for now?
It's got to be...
He's going for that Boston crab, it seems, which he does call the Philadelphian crab because he does state he is from Philadelphia, the home of Rocky, and the home of sprinting, in fact. And there we are. He's back on the onslaught here.
Hanley heavily worn down, even though he got that brilliant reversal. The Marauder able to just really slap him back down again.
Sitting off the ropes, ducks a clothesline,
Ducks.
round. This could be it.
Schoolboy roll up.
One. We don't know what's going
I think
on.
he got his shoulder up there.
That's got to be it. I mean, that's got to be it. I mean,
There we go.
and Kevin Hanley has done it. He's stolen it. I can't believe that. I
Marauder
really
keeps his shoulders up, but Hanley there, that final move, just drops himself on the guy.
And Marauder's not best pleased about that. I mean, he's flown all the way from the USA, and he's lost to you know, the underdog, you could say, Kevin Hanley.
A relatively inexperienced opponent has taken him out and proven, I think, that Hanley's on the way to something great.
Oh, he definitely is. I believe this year, next year, or each year is to really prove to everyone that he's going to be something here with dropkicks. And of course, you've got the Marauder there not looking too best pleased.
There could be comeback for this.
I believe so. I don't think we've seen the last of these two. And of course, you can find out all the information on Dropkicks by going to www.dropkicks.com. I've been a fabulous Lucas Jackson, and I've been joined by the mysterious Disembodied voice of wrestling.
Thank you very much.